That's how I'm feeling.
Welcome to What's Your POV?
The right place to be. And right now, I like to say this is the legendary hour. Because I know people might be like, what you mean? Legendary. You're going to see. This segment is more like your life journey is your focus. We like to focus on who you are as an individual and what creates that person and the outcome of that person. So let's tune in right now. We have Krazy K.
Crazy man.
And we have my man Critical. How y'all doing right now?
What's good.
Okay, I like the vibes. I see y'all smiling, so it's vibing.
Yeah. Vibing, you know.
It's fun. It's Saturday.
We're excited to be here.
That's good, man. I'm happy to see that, and especially seeing the work.
Yeah.
I got to see it firsthand, so I appreciate that. Thank you for having me, and I got to see that firsthand and see how y'all operate, and it brought me back to like being a kid. You feel me? Like y'all grown, but I felt like, damn, man, this is passion. I saw passion. I saw a lot of things, and that influenced me to have you guys here with, of course, so we can make this happen and get the story and see how it happens. So tell us more what's going on right now, Krazy, with the music,
What you have
everything
coming
else.
up, what you got first and
on.
foremost, we want to appreciate y'all for having us.
Appreciate that.
And as far as it is for me right now, I'm about to drop this tape.
Yeah.
It's Cybertrap 2, which is the second series of my first Cybertrap.
Okay.
But anyway, so like that's what I'm pretty much working on right now. Shooting videos with my main man over here. Making it happen. We just working.
Appreciate that.
They
For
told
sure.
me like you do like 6 months, you stay consistent. You're supposed to get what you trying to get at. So that's what we're doing for right now. Now we really stepping like how we supposed to. Me and bro.
Okay. Who told you that?
It's not just who.
Okay.
Like, I do like I be on YouTube,
Okay.
IG, everywhere.
Doing the
Everybody
research.
film. Right. So it's everywhere you go. It's pretty much the same time length. Everybody's saying
Right.
same thing. Stay consistent for about like 6 months. You're gonna get to where you trying to go.
Right. Structure.
Structure.
I like that. I like that.
What about you? See what you have coming up, what you're working on, let people know.
Pretty much, I'm just reintroducing myself to the masses right now because I've always been behind the scenes.
Okay.
So I already dropped the tape like ending of last year around like December called Wall Street Hustling. I released a visual with that too called On Lane. And majority of the time, I'm just behind my homies, just trying to make sure it happen, make it all make sense.
Right. The plan, making sure you go through. I like that.
Close.
It's crazy how you stayed in the background and like you showing who you are, but seeing what you have is like, damn, why you in the background?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My homies always said the same thing too.
Why you in the background, bro?
But it was more like coming where we come from, everybody, it's so easy to do the same thing.
Okay.
You feel me? So it was like, I remember telling a time, like, yo, nobody's too friendly, so had to stand out the box and try to make connections for the homies, you feel me? Because we wasn't gonna do that if we were just going around everywhere, easting everybody. So that's what made me start understanding the game more and probably kind of liking it more. You feel me? Behind the scenes, you really learn a lot.
See a lot,
You
right?
see a lot, you learn a lot. It's amazing, but you can't get too comfortable.
That's true.
I agree.
To add on to that, we rather be behind the scenes. It's just like the music thing we believe in, and that's like a media thing that you see us in the media. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't see us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For real,
We'll be behind the scenes.
Especially like with y'all era. That's like the prime era of
I'll say their era is the era that our era, like our generation.
where we went wrong. Hey, let's be real.
All right, okay. You have
Our era went wrong. It's like y'all didn't follow the blue stamp. What's going on?
Yeah. You have a point.
But of course, a lot of things happen to cause that. You
Yeah,
know
like
what
I
I'm
ain't gonna. A lot of you guys got like older siblings
saying? Right.
that was into shit, and y'all probably seen them wrecked out.
Right.
Like, nah, I ain't going there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right.
And that, it kind of like if you keep something keep crashing, you still believe in. At some point, you're gonna start disbelieving in that thing because it's like you keep messing up.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of these kids they thought they had it figured out, like your generation, so they try to make a different approach than what we did based on the errors that we made.
Okay.
But I feel like it's like your mindset. It's really your mindset because, like I said, I know about y'all boys, the music wise, everything. So it's like I strive to be that because that's where I want it to be. It's like it's all in your mindset, like where you want to be, what you're searching for.
That's
Music
facts.
was always y'all passion. It's like it was for me. That's one of the reasons why I started doing film, just to be able to shoot music videos and stuff like that. So it's like it always starts with somewhere. It starts with somewhere and what your passion for, what drives you, and what makes you want to go harder.
Right. Your why.
Yeah, your why.
Yeah. I definitely agree. But especially coming in our surroundings, how we was raised, it's different. Let's be real. Like compared to the average citizen who have resources, who have, like little things that they can fall on. Our situation is different where maybe we had to be grown men at an earliest age. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy you say that? Because remember we was having the conversations, like, remember when we was in middle school, we didn't feel like we was in middle school because we was like doing like,
Bruh.
Grown folks stuff.
yeah, it's like grown folks
Being
like
in
we
middle school, I
really
thought I was
shouldn't
a
been
grown
doing
man until
like,
I saw pictures of myself in middle school, and I'm like,
and, our parents
I'm
are
a kid.
immigrants.
Yeah, right.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
We the
Crazy.
minorities and our parents are immigrants. So
Facts,
like, we already
All
coming
facts.
up like trying to help and contribute. So that's why in middle school we felt the same thing. I used to be with bruh and his mom picking up them extra late hours of shifts, and he had to go pick up his little brother
From
the
school
and everything. And we was all middle school.
12.
Damn,
Crazy.
We was kids.
Being a man early. And if you look at the other side of that world, the 12-year-old is, being a 12-year-old or whatever that is.
Just being a kid.
Yeah, we used to see them.
You feel me?
We
like, damn.
Yeah, it looked good, but we already had responsibilities at an early age, so.
I had my first gym when I was in the 9th grade. So
You had to be a man.
Off top.
In 9th grade, what? 15, 14?
Oh,
Yeah.
15. Oh, 15.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to speak on more, like the life journey. Because, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't choose your life. You didn't choose for whatever
I
happened.
definitely ain't. You know what I'm
You know
saying? Yeah.
Nobody chose what's going to happen. It's just, it happened.
It happened.
You're going to adapt or you're not going to adapt.
Not right.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, like, we want to speak on that. And I know we spoke a little bit more before about, like, what 8-year-old Krazy looked like, what 12-year-old, what 18 to now, like, what it looked like.
Let's start it from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. So to really tell the story, you gotta start from the base. The base.
The base.
So-
What you want?
The newborn.
So let me guess. You came here when you was younger. Let's start from
I
there.
was like 6 going on 7. That's like, it's 1997.
Damn, that's when I was born, bro.
Hell, you was born? Yeah, 97.
I wasn't born yet.
And I got fucked. And I was
For real?
yeah, and I was like 6. 6?
All right.
Yeah.
What happened? 6-year-old Krazy.
I could tell you
Explain.
stuff when I was in Haiti because they go further back.
Oh,
than
if you
that.
want to, go
Like,
ahead.
I
That's
ain't-
your
but
story.
it's not like in order. I could just tell you stuff I was getting into. Like,
Right.
we used to do like little built like little traps and stuff to catch birds and stuff like that. Like it's crazy over there. We used to catch shrimps and crabs and fish and stuff like that in the river. Like that's I call that chapter of the Jungle Book. That's a different story. You feel me? But nah, I came over here cause I don't know, my old boy. Shout out to my old man. My old man was able to get my mom, me, and my little brother a visa overnight, and we came over there. Migrated from Haiti to Miami, and that's pretty much where everything started for me. Like, I came here, right, and I remember the first time I came here, dog, and it's a whole different scenery compared from like Haiti. You got country, stars, all out and shit. When I first landed here, dog, the first thing that caught my attention was all the fucking lights here. I never seen no shit like that in my life. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because you don't have lights.
I said, bitch, we got flashlights and shit, Haiti,
Right.
laps with the gas, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when a nigga came, I was like, what the fuck? How they do this shit? They could do that? They could keep the lights on like that forever? What the fuck? Yo, and then I remember the second thing that got me was the toilet. You know how the shit flow?
Oh, yeah. True.
Nigga.
Because you got to take a bucket of water.
Not even like, they got shitholes.
That too.
The countryside where I was
Yeah.
from, they got shitholes. I'm under
Oh,
y'all.
you was
Next
mostly on the
under y'all.
countryside?
Yeah. that's why
Okay.
I came from real Jungle Book. So yeah, that shit was crazy. But, I don't
So
know
it was a
that-
big transition for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know I'm a kid, so you
Right.
adapt quick.
Right.
know what
And the
I'm saying?
language, was that like a factor for you?
Did they,
You adapt quick
Was
as
it
a
was
kid.
it easy for you to pick up English fast? or
Hell
was
yeah, I'm watching
Especially
Barney,
as a kid.
Sesame Street.
Right.
Hey, I just 1, 2, oh yeah, 3, hey, I'm vibing, shit. Like, hey, 4. What? Listen, I came from the country and there ain't shit going on. I
Right.
got TV, light, nigga, refrigerator, microwave. You know, in Haiti you got the little pull out shit. What they call them?
Chaudet.
Nah, the stuff you cover your food with for later, so moosh don't get in the shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
the little
You
neck.
feel me? Yeah.
Couvert plat?
Couvert
The Couvert Plaza.
You a real soul.
I come out here, I
nigga
see what?
Couvert plat.
They don't even got those. I ain't see a Couvert Plat over here since it's like never. What?
Really?
If only if you go to
A Zo crib.
Yeah.
Who else? What they do? They don't even know what the fuck a Couvert Plat is. Like, what is that? What I need that for? But when I seen the microwave shit, that shit just fucked me up. Like the plate not burning. Nigga, what the fuck? That shit.
So around this time, what about Krazy in school? So this is around 6, maybe 7.
That's elementary.
Yeah, elementary school. So explain that exactly.
I don't know. Elementary was kind of like it was straight. It was a hard time to being an immigrant.
Right.
You know the Haitian shit was going around, so I had a couple people picked on me, but it wasn't like no bullying crazy shit. Just ew Haitian like that.
Right.
type vibe. I had a bus driver kind of like joined sides of some Jamaicans and shit because I was Haitian,
Okay.
and it was a little dispute about a seat. She sided with them. That shit made me feel crazy. I'm like, damn, kid, that probably like on some. That was some racism shit.
Like
Like,
discrimination.
like I'm telling you, that's like the first time I felt that. But I was a jit. But I always
Right.
remember that. Like, damn, what the fuck? I ain't even. You supposed to be the adult.
Right. But because I'm Haitian.
She said some shit about Haitian ass. You Haitian, get your ass in the back. Oh. I said, what?
Wow.
I'm like,
That's how
damn,
it is.
kid. Oh, it's real.
That's crazy. Damn.
I was in the Haitian community. The only reason why that shit happened was because like I think it was some summer school shit happened and I had to go to a different school. Why it was like I felt that. But other than that, I was going to WJ Bryan.
WJ? Shout out WJ.
And so it was kind of like, it's a Haitian area. So
Yeah.
vibing. I got into all type of this or shit.
So fast forward. So 5th grade. What's your mindset going into 5th grade? Going into the middle school, sixth grade. What's your mindset?
But you was already Dizzle. That's what
You
you
was
said.
been
Like,
Dizzle. You was been.
I started getting this all. Let me tell you, bro. I was off the chain.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
I was doing like I was spitting fast.
Would you explain that?
Like
Take shots.
first and foremost, right? When I came over here, they put me a grade back, right? And you know how kids who come from Haiti, how they already like,
Right.
you at Kato, you already the diamonds, they already making rice and shit like that. So you already a little bit up on beat.
Right.
I don't know, like the things the teachers was talking about, the kids, I felt like I was a little bit mature. So I kind of like manipulated a lot of situations. Especially like in the 3rd grade, I was going around stealing everything. So, okay, I'm gonna get him like that. I'm gonna get him like this. And then I'm gonna bring his shit back to school tomorrow. So right now I'm gonna tell his ass I already got the same shit at the crib. That shit.
Yeah, I already got this one.
Yeah, man.
Comparing
I got the same one. I'm about to bring it tomorrow.
I stole the nigga Game Boy. He probably like somewhere. If he see this shit, he gonna be like, I knew it. I knew that shit. I saw the guy. I stole the nigga Game Boy, bro. I brought it back the next day. He recognized like a scratch. Like, yo, my shit had the same scratch right there. Same scratch. Like, you crazy. What you looking too hard? Put my shit in my butt out. I like, yo. You know, that was like a lesson right there. Like, you can't.
Right.
That's like starting around that time. And I just did it just because I wanted shit. I couldn't get shit, so I wanted shit. And my parents, they tried. They did what they
They would have
but
had
I
to
could
do.
have got extra more if I do
Right.
it. Like it got to a point it was horrible. I stole money from my dad, a wallet. My old girl caught me going into for some change, bro. 4 quarters. He beat the fuck out of me. So like I was cutting up. And then I started fighting and shit. I don't know why.
Elementary school?
This 3rd grade, yeah. 3rd grade.
Do you feel like it was the environment that you was around, or did you just feel like it was just you?
I was just a kid,
Right.
being a kid. Because I knew better, but I could get away with shit.
Right.
My mind was just growing and working and scheming.
And I would say, like, because when you said that you left Haiti and you came and you had to repeat a grade, same shit that happened to me. That's what I'm like, oh shit. So they probably do that to everybody where you have to repeat a grade.
Yeah, it's like they just want you to start back
fresh again.
Fresh. No, because you gonna learn the baby stuff, the
Right,
ABCs, 1, 2, 3. They just want to start you from the instead
From
of
the
like
jump.
doing their job and helping you adapt, man. You feel me on the standard level you supposed to. They just send them back.
Yeah.
To
But do you feel like that creates the statistic? Like it makes it gives the kid not. It doesn't give what I'm saying. It doesn't give the kid equal chance. You feel me? It's like, damn, you seeing all, it breaks your confidence, makes you like, damn, makes you want to rebel, makes you want to do this, makes you want to do that. Do you feel like it's a good thing or a bad thing? Because I always felt like, me personally, because you know me, like I repeated grade. You feel me? It's like I always felt buzz about it. It's like, damn, you feel me? It'll make me feel some type of way. Do you agree or not?
If the situation like how it happened, I couldn't understand what was going on because I was a kid.
You were a kid.
I wasn't into like I just gotta go what that class.
Second grade,
whatever.
okay.
I didn't even know what was going on like that.
Right.
But if it was to happen, like let's say I was in high school and I felt it would hit harder because high school is more meaningful than when you were a kid. Kid, I didn't really care. I didn't even understand the concept. But it's when I got older, I understand like why I'm a year older than everybody. Oh, that's that bullshit they did. God
Right.
Yeah, other than
that's true.
like I ain't.
But like
It ain't hit me like that.
for like.
But that could definitely happen to. I believe that it could do that to an older kid.
Right.
Like my little brother. I remember when they first put the that rule. If you can't pass if you don't pass the FK, you fell.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of people fell.
What?
A lot of people.
Especially third grade.
Third grade.
Right.
Serious.
I don't know. FCAT was like a guinea pig test.
Yeah, like
on
that's crazy. So I know that it had affected my little brother, and then he had to go through like a little special program to get his shit back. But when it happened to him,
yeah,
I think he was like in the 4th grade or 5th grade. That shit was it bothered him because he went through the whole school year. Now everybody got to move on without you.
And everybody looking at you.
Different.
Right.
Everybody looking at
you
you
the
like,
one.
yeah.
Are you playing?
Right. Right.
Can you can't even be a patrol this year, kid?
Right. A safety patrol. But look, like to the part where you mentioned, having to see all those things as a kid, you adapt to them quick. Your parents, on the other hand, they're just trying to make a living, right? So you kind of have an upper hand as a kid on top of your parents. Yeah. With technology, with a lot of things, even the language, because you could abuse it.
Yeah, because they still got like a little language barrier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I've seen that was the main thing, especially in the Haitian community in Miami. Yeah. Like a lot of the parents, they go to work. They just going to work to provide because that's what they came for.
And they expect you to
you your best behavior.
Yeah. Automatically.
Yes, sir.
But there's factors.
As
they work in 2 jobs and you gotta come walk to school by yourself.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of responsibility on it. So we see a lot go through a lot early. Yeah. So
right. So would you say in a sense those like factors created what was going on within you as a kid?
Not as a jit, but when I get teenage years,
Okay.
Of course, yeah. The environment played a role. Like our environment gave us like it birthed certain situations. That's why we live a certain kind of way today.
Right.
You feel me? So we get our bread a kind of way because of our environment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really feel like that's a major, especially like how I end up having a kid and what you're saying about the parents being away and I'm having so much responsibility in my hands. So they trust us to do the right thing or what they think is right. And we getting grown and we starting to make decisions for our own selves and stuff like that happens. So yeah, definitely.
So, all right, from elementary school to middle, would you say that was the same Krazy, or the minute you stepped into middle school, you're like, damn, you changed the minute?
I think I'm always the same kid, even right now I'm the same kid inside, but it's like life change, situations happen, and I gotta be more serious, and that's what it is.
You build like things on top of you to protect you from whatever's out there.
Oh yeah,
in a sense. Yeah, I agree. Because like I always say, we are good people.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody wake up decide I'm gonna do some fucked up shit today.
It feels good.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so either.
I
feel like we are all good people. Right. It's just some things happen in our lives where we just like, it's either I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that, and I gotta outweigh the position. Which one is gonna benefit me? at the end. You feel me? So like, it's not our fault. If anything, we have to look at what the government is doing. In a sense, that's how I see it. Like, because I always put this. I'm like, when I look at my life, especially now, I look at my life and I look at a young kids in a white neighborhood life. I be driving. I'm like, damn, these niggas is riding bicycles, bro. Just happy. Their doors are open. In my neighborhood, we riding bicycles, but it's in a different way.
Right.
You feel me? We lurking.
Them kids you talking about, they
trying to figure out life.
They stress in life be like, go to school,
do the homework,
yourself, do the homework. Us, like you said before, by the time we in middle school, I gotta probably get a job real quick.
Right.
Little girl real quick. Gotta do this real quick. Gotta watch little sis real quick. Cause we can't even afford a babysitter. It's like,
right.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, and
privileged.
Very much. And when and honestly, that would be, if anybody want to change that outcome, the solution is look at the differences. Yeah. You feel me? Like, look at the difference from what's going on in our world and that world. There's no resources for us to build on, to live on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, of course, we got the story Krazy, and I'm sure I see a lot of people in the room. So, each person, I'm sure, had a way of being into what you were building to now. Yeah. Exactly. Friendships. Cuzzo. Okay.
Bruh.
There it is.
Bruh
number two.
Bruh number two. However you want to do it.
Bruh,
that's the oldest.
That's the oldest?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Big,
that's big dog on camera.
That's the one, hey, he tried to beat me after school. We got to jump him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
that's what it was, dog.
Everybody, part of it. Everybody part of this.
That's what I like. Now, for you, Critical, like, coming into, I'm sure, y'all probably met at a different time. Like, was it WJ Bryan at the same time? No, middle school? Mm-hmm. Middle school. So, like, your transition, how similar or different would you say it is to that?
Yeah, it's so crazy because it's like my life, it was more like, I don't know, I grew up into like this lifestyle. My uncles, my father.
Some people are, what it is, they join in, and some people are born in, birth in, how they say.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, like, for you, Critical, I know, like, y'all met at a different time, of course, and your life and journey is different from his, but how did that intertwine? And also, like, your upbringing, how did that go about for you?
Yeah, man, like I was saying earlier, I was born into this. It was more like my uncles, my father, everybody was just scheming from like, just on the just trying to figure it out, I guess, now that I'm older, just trying to figure out life. But my mom was like, I don't know, she was the best thing ever. She did everything she could. She put me in, I went to Miami Shores.
Right.
So I was living,
you saw that world.
Yeah, basically. I was living in North Miami, going to Miami Shores. Like,
okay.
she had given somebody address that she was with in Miami Shores, and they gave me the address, and then I was going to Miami Shores because of that. But it was a whole different life because what I see at home, I couldn't even probably had anybody that really relate to me at the schoolhouse with that situation. Right. So everybody was just happy, chilling. I'm probably always to myself. Even my homie used to say that when we first met back as kids, I was always collective just to myself, and I thought I just got like this.
Okay.
He said I always been like this, and it was more like just taking things in because I was like away from home. School was probably the best thing.
Right.
Because at the crib it was everybody trying to figure things out. They already throwing responsibilities on me. I gotta watch my little cousins, probably like at 5 years old, while they go out for a little bit. My mom doing double shifts all her life. Yeah.
Tough life, dog.
Yeah. And we was living with my grandma at the time until before she got her little house.
Right.
So it was like that type of living. And then
seeing all that, did that make you want to grind? Like it burned that grind harder, made it want to go.
School was just go harder. School was a playground, but when I got home, I was always trying to figure out like what I'm about to do in the next couple of years. What I'm about to do right now. What can I do right now? What's going on? I was on top of it.
In elementary.
Yeah. Like pre-K. Like I was telling this story that it was so crazy. I remember coming to school one day because I used to listen to Park with my brother and them, and they had a person named Kano that died on Outlaws. Yeah, and I went to school like, yeah, man, Kano died, boy, damn. Like Kano from Mortal Kombat. And I'm like, what? Mortal Kombat? Nah, Tupac, man. I'm like, right then and there, I was like, oh, hold up. I got to watch how I talk when I come to school, man.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. So right there, I learned, it was crazy, but it was fun up until like probably going to middle school when you start getting sense of things, like real sense. Like even though I said I seen what was going on, I ain't have a real sense. I just thought that was my upbringing. Yeah, I just thought that was my upbringing. But going into like middle school, I was prepared. I was already hanging with middle schoolers and high schoolers, so I was prepared. I was, that's what y'all doing? Oh yeah, I'm ready. All right, yeah, let's do it. So when we got out there, we met on Zoxta. We was really beefing, like
really?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah, just on jit stuff, you know.
Talk to the mic.
I got kicked out of JFK, so I ended up going to North Miami. When I go to North Miami,
Territorial shit.
I'm the
Okay, that's why.
And I'm from the op school or whatever the fuck they felt. But I get over there. I don't know what the problem was.
Oh, you from JFK?
That what the problem was. That what it was, but I ain't aware it was a problem. So I'm trying to remember how that shit went. All I know it was my first early release out there was a big beat up fight that's supposed to go down, and I just found out about the shit the day of, and cause they come recruiting me. Cause gotta come. Hey kid, we about to go fight them JFK niggas. You sliding? Like, kid, I just got kicked out of JFK. I know them kids. They know me. What you saying, kid? I said, kid, if I have to fight you, I can't fight you. Well, I'm not gonna fight you, but kid, just all right, fuck it, kid. That's what you doing. Then I went on the other side. So now after school, it's like we walk into the spot where everybody's supposed to beat up at, right? So the whole fucking school, right, is walking across the street, and I gotta walk across the street by myself on the opposite side. I'm like, damn. What did these niggas decide to do? Man, let's get this kid real quick. But I think I was straight off gutter face real, and then we end up getting to the spot, and then it was like them niggas stood up, was up. Then
More like a talk off.
It was a talk off because it was like them boys. It was like fucking the whole school deep to like what 30, not even 10 niggas. Like what the fuck y'all doing?
The whole school.
And it was like a.
Don't mind me was tripping.
Yeah,
right.
It was like a misunderstanding. It was not a misunderstanding. It was he say she say. That when boss ended up slapping that kid.
Oh man.
The nigga who caused everything, and then ringleader over here. Everybody walking over there, and they trying to get something off, and they can't get it off, and they came for this one person.
Right.
And his story ain't checked in, so he ended up getting slapped by a big dog.
Yo.
And that was that. But so now I'm at the school, and it's like, dude, that JFK kids. That's what it is. What?
But this nigga, like, saying how he came from, the man stood his grounds. And being the fact that that's how I always was growing up, doing the fact I just told you I was going to Miami Shore, so I wasn't going to North Miami, but I lived in North Miami. So I had to deal with everything that came. I was already fighting kids every other day on my block at my house. Because niggas just, I don't know. It's just always been a territorial thing coming from where we come from.
Let me tell you how I meet this kid though, right? Yeah. So, we in class, right? And he probably, he be observing shit. He probably like, oh, that's that JFK kid. He next to me. I know my daughter, my nigga. I ain't gonna be friendly to this nigga. So I'm the new kid, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but let me tell you this. I swear to God, this shit, he'll tell you, this shit's so crazy, right? So I'm like, I don't know. I kept hearing this nigga name. This Mario nigga, he beating niggas, he doing this. Hey, this nigga a Bundy with it? This nigga a star? No hate shit. I'm just like, damn, I done heard the nigga name like 2-3 times already.
What's going on?
Nigga. So I'm sitting next to the guy like, hey kid, I heard this nigga named Mario. You know a nigga named Mario? Nigga big talking about this Mario kid. Kid dying, he laughing. I'm like, what does it mean? You don't know that? Yeah, I don't know, kid. It's some kid. Oh, yeah? Man, that nigga a god around here, huh?
You run this school,
right? Shit. That kid doing Zoc stuff, fights here and there. Man, them people call. The teacher said, like, what? Can that was you, kid? Oh, shit. Yeah. Damn, boy, it's your school. You run this. It's your shit. But you know what I'm saying? But it was like, it was a gang of them. It was like, the popular kids, the cool kids, because them boys had to check something, beat some shit. Now they got their respect. And that's what it was. Miami was a school that was big on respect.
Right.
Everybody that was getting suspect because they felt like you was a chump. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even have to be a chump. It's just it's some biased shit. It's like it just means you're not hanging with the cool kids.
That's true.
So you gotta get tested.
Into the
That's
cool
true.
kids. Not all the cool kids was cool and down with that suspect shit.
Right.
And everybody was down with that.
It's like everybody that went to that school got it.
Yeah, that shit.
Everybody.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I left
Everybody got a
JFK.
story. If they got respect,
Bro,
You know you got gangsters everywhere, dudes everywhere, but JFK thugging was not like how Miami thugging.
Bro.
Miami thugging, I'm talking about when I was going out there, in this middle school,
right.
Jits getting shot.
I talk about exactly.
Yeah, real deal.
Right. And you 12, 13, 14-year-old.
I come on. I've been beating niggas all my life. Just go.
Yeah.
Bop, bop. Oh, that what they doing now? Nigga, I'm still a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? Certain situations, like when we jumped out there in high school, like it got real quick.
Dog, it's crazy how I'm listening to this and I'm thinking about our generation, and it's like a generational thing where it's just repeating itself.
And you know what I noticed?
Right.
I think the younger generations are getting more aggressive.
Yeah. There's no love. There's no purity in the heart. And that's what I feel.
And another thing, I feel like our generation, other than y'all generation, you got hands. You know, we got beef.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw some hands.
Yeah.
Now it's just they'll be quick.
Oh, we got
with
beef?
Yeah, that's what I mean by like more aggressive
Nobody
because
won't get punched no more.
yeah, and that's just like
that don't exist.
We just like passing that along. That's what we doing. We passing it along because like in the '90s, they were trying to. It was. You jump out there, show you got them hands, beat a nigga.
Right.
That was respect.
Sliding was like the last resort.
Yeah.
Right. If it
When
really
it's
got
I gotta
Yeah.
handle what I gotta handle.
Right.
Now we about to risk our freedom, risk that because it gotta be done. Now in days it's more like, bitch, he caught a body. Whatever like that.
I remember being in middle school and people say, "Oh, if you hit me, you about to get shot." I remember hearing that. I'm like, why we gotta get shot?
I can definitely see your generation.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's over with.
And it's crazy how you said JFK middle. That shit was a thing,
It was over with.
bro. Like I remember 6th grade, like yo, we about to go to JFK, we about to beat them boys. We about to go to Asper, we about to beat them boys. We about to go to TJ.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this a thing?
Yeah.
Like it was a thing.
Miami was doing that.
Yeah.
Lil Brandon.
Aspera, TJ, JFK, what else?
Yeah, they did.
Linda Litton.
Yeah, they did.
Bruh, it was like everything.
Yeah.
It was white versus
Wanna
blue
know why?
shirt.
Every
If you had a white shirt, you get beat.
Look, wanna know why? Because when I was in middle school, I was like, yo, no Miami, you better be on point for no Miami. Because I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? Because we were looking at y'all boys like, we're young. We're looking at the generation before. So we look at what y'all doing, and then we want to mimic it. But I feel like there's something changed in that time period that made it. We draw a little left. It wasn't about your hands no more. It's about like, if I grab a piece, yeah.
I think it's from the added on aggression. Like I was trying to say, it's like 90s, the older heads telling you do this box. And now our era, you got the niggas that can't fight. Now they pull out the guns, they shoot a nigga. Now it start being popular.
Start right there.
Okay, we shooting niggas now.
Right.
And then by the time the jit that's coming up, you're not hearing how I beat a nigga, he how I shot a nigga.
Right.
He think I gotta get that pistol.
Exactly.
By the time he on the field, now he's stepping up, fuck hands, I'm gonna shoot your ass. Get it over with. And it's gonna get to a point it's gonna be more aggressive. I hope it don't. I hope we break that cycle, but that's what's going on. Like we ain't passing nothing. We went from passing hands to passing guns. That's what that is.
I don't like to blame nobody, but I remember specifically when shit changed, and I always tell them this:
When
Chief Keef came out.
Now
That's
That's
That's like
big
2013.
2013. I saw the change with my own eyes.
And that's what I was just about to get into.
everybody getting clicked up,
Bro.
gang. I'm like, oh.
Since Chief Keef came out, and then that whole extended
I was
clip
locked
shit,
up,
Drake and Lee,
So I ain't see
started
that
seeing
shit.
all of it in front of my eyes, and I'm like, damn, that's what we doing now. Like,
I was locked up. So
What
I ain't-
happened
he was locked
I
up.
jumped out to the shit like, what the fuck?
when Chief Keef came out, to
That
me,
shit was crazy.
that's when I saw people change. That's when some
Yeah,
people wanted to
'cause
have cliques.
the
and
little
shit like
niggas
that.
had money.
Right.
It ain't
Little niggas.
You know what it was?
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's what it was.
What happened was order changed because even when we was growing up, like we was after a little bit after high school, but I knew kids already driving to middle school with whips.
Right.
I already knew kids like that, moving like that.
There's a few
So once Chief Keef kicked in, it's like, all right, go get a little 30 with a little, a little 9. You feel me? That ain't nothing but like 3-4 B's on the streets.
Right. Right.
So a kid that's probably making already $1,000 to $2,000, who felt as though he want to be strapped for anything that come across him,
Right.
Or even if you got the misguided older heads
Right.
who just feel as though they got money, so let me pass the little homies the guns. You feel me? That's what really happened. That transition. There was no more order, just more money. You feel me? Just money.
Do you feel like the big homie, technically big bro era is done? You feel like it like
When we were coming out, that big homie, big bro shit was overrated.
Yeah.
I personally feel.
It was definitely overrated.
It was more like just sit in the trap, sell this dope. I'm gonna break you off.
It was
Or
definitely
shit,
that.
I'm gonna put you on this.
so
slip.
basically there was no baby no more. Like yo, I'm putting you in the field right now. Here,
Right.
handle
Yeah,
it.
it was more like taking my weight off my shoulders.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cut you off because you a jit.
But I'm gonna
Yeah.
look out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really what
That's
it
probably
was
where
when we
we're
was growing
wrong.
up.
You come
Our
across a
generation, I
couple.
don't think there was that.
You come
Yeah.
across a couple
Our
solid
gener-
dudes now, but
Yeah,
most
of
niggas
course.
is for self. They like jit.
Definitely.
Nah, don't do that, man. You could play ball, go this way.
Right.
Come across a couple dudes like that. But
You see, that's probably where I feel like it. And I be watching documentaries, and I always hear shit like the people who had the power of like looking out for the individuals in the community are locked up. And if you look at it, all the major heads are locked up. So
The real
that
guys.
caused that effect or that riddle of just misguidance.
yeah, because
you
the
feel
real
me?
guys get locked up and the rats come out trying to play the real guys' roles. And
Right.
You wasn't built like that.
misguiding the youth. So I feel like that played a factor. And for me, like listening to everything I just said, it's just like, wow,
I
this
don't,
shit.
I don't be trying to like. I don't think it's cool to even try to point a youth in the wrong direction.
Right,
Like, I'm gonna try to help you the right way before I show you the wrong way. Anything.
right.
It's like,
Because you have the experience of that.
yeah, especially if I know what comes behind it. If I could help you out legitimately or some shit like
Well,
that.
know what? Because you probably experienced
Yeah.
that, and you probably wouldn't want somebody else to,
To go
the
through
same
it, because
thing.
it's not like.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pure heart. You feel me? Like, for me, that's pure heart.
that's-
Like, if I don't want you to have a bad outcome because I saw what it can lead you to and I want to guide you to something better, you might look at me and you be like, oh, I want to be just like you or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But maybe just like me is not what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if I see something that's fit for you and I tell you to go that way and it works for you, then you could be established to where if I'm going through something,
Right.
pick me up. And I think we all should be like vibe like that.
Right.
Or something like trying to help each other shit. Everybody get established. Everybody
Right.
support each other.
All right.
You know that's
Looking from your point of view. So you looking at our generation. How do you feel like? What do you feel like what do you feel like we're lacking in? We should work on, and where you see where we're going and we shouldn't be doing. Like if you could talk to everybody, like what do you feel like for our generation? Like
I be feeling like everybody got this pride thing going on, whether it's male, female, everybody got this. It's a whole lot of pride and insecurity stuff going on. I think everybody needs to just drop all that feeling and focus on a bigger purpose. That's like, I know that shit it probably ain't gonna happen, but that's
it sounds good saying,
It
but
sounds-
in
yeah.
reality,
it's not gonna
pride
happen.
is something
but
inner.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's something you gotta fight within
it
yourself.
be too many feelings,
Right, exactly.
and I think feelings get in the way of like the bigger picture.
Right.
Because you gotta think with your mind. Sometimes you gotta drop your feelings and think with your mind. A lot of people be like, damn, I'm feeling like this. I'm going. They be irrational, you know? Gotta think.
And it's crazy, like, when I think about everything, right? When I look at our generation specifically, I see fathers, I see men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I look at our generation now, I'm like, like this, I don't see men. You know what I mean? I don't see like respect, values, shit like that. No matter what decision you had to make, I feel like you still have respect. If you see an old lady, you probably gonna be like, let me walk over.
There's
You feel
none
me?
of that. There's none of that.
That don't exist.
It doesn't.
Crazy.
You feel me?
It doesn't. Dog,
Shit
dog,
crazy.
literally, like nobody's genuine anymore. I tell them now, nobody's genuine, nobody's real. It's like, yo, you seen somebody doing wrong, wouldn't you want to, try to help them out? You rather watch them fall and laugh while they
Yeah, that's
falling.
crazy.
Yeah, and
Stuff
it's
like
because
that.
of really social media. Everybody
Everything's
just-
entertainment.
Oh, another thing, why I could add on to that. I promise you. Remember before we was talking about, okay, when y'all drive by, do y'all see a lot of kids outside playing ball,
Dead.
in the playground,
That don't exist
hide and go seek? When was the last time y'all seen that?
They making parks for no reason. these days.
Nah, and they on YouTube doing reviews about hide and seek and shit like that.
TikTok challenges and stuff.
When did that era die? It's like, when it's like why? It's like we don't have the smaller things is not fun no more. It's like you said, it's really based on social media. We don't do nothing for fun. We don't go bike riding,
fishing.
It's the smallest things. The smallest things.
I mean, y'all can watch it.
Society getting
Why
lazy.
would you want to
bruh.
watch it rather than experience it? That's what I'm
Society
saying.
getting
Why?
lazy.
Because that's half of you see, you're just the other half that likes to be adventurous.
I don't even
Right.
think it's half.
It's not.
Nah, that's a good.
It's probably like 8%
Yeah, it's like
out of 100.
society, is getting lazy and everything is catered to the DoorDash. You don't even want to jump
instant
out the
approval.
car to go get you some food.
That's what I think it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? They got Instacart. They bring your groceries to your door. Like, what? I swear everything is made for you to just not to move. Uber.
Bruh.
Come pick me up.
Bruh.
Drop me off. What the fuck?
That's crazy, dog.
And we just want to float around like Magneto. I swear that we're going to get to a point we just want
Bruh.
to buy some device. We're just going to float.
They already talking about
You don't
putting
see what
brains.
Elon Musk? Yeah.
Yeah, when I heard that shit, I'm like, bruh, I'm not ready for that.
Y'all didn't see the police dog? The robot police dog?
Yeah, the robo dogs.
Bro, that's why I want to be
doing
stuck
too
in the
much.
early 2000s. What happened to long shirts and cargo pants?
Oh, that's their era.
No, I want to go
that's
back to
their
that. Let's live it a little bit. I feel like they didn't give us enough time to enjoy that moment right there. They gave us like 2 years, then out of nowhere, skinny jeans.
Nah, I was not gonna wear that long shirt. I was not
They
gonna
gave
wear
us
that
like
long
2
shirt.
years to enjoy it.
I'm not wearing the
Honestly.
Arab. I'm good. I'm not doing it. I'm
And
not doing
skinny
it.
jeans.
The Arabs?
Yeah.
Bryce
I-
had a
What size?
wristband, a headband.
Silly band.
See, I told you.
Matching, mismatched socks.
I ain't know how to play no basketball. Nigga, I got the ball. What's up?
Jersey.
Hey.
Bruh, I was just saying, you remember having like mixed match cemetery socks?
Yeah.
Putting green,
Yeah.
blue, yellow.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What?
Coming in.
And I remember the first time I see Senator, I was a Zoe boy.
Right.
So everything be new to me.
Exactly.
God damn. Gonna boy get him
The way he put that together, goddamn.
Everybody's getting this sock.
Yo, I go to what is it? I think is it Kmart. I go try to buy me some Senator. Man, I buy me some yellow, some red.
Right. Long.
Church socks, nigga.
Long socks.
Nigga putting them things on top of each other.
Mix them up. Yeah, exactly.
I'm in it, Zoe.
Mix matching
What
it.
they talking about?
With the Adidas on. What? They can't tell me nothing.
Shit.
Adventures of a Zoe,
Right?
right? I tell you it all, man.
I got the Lunchable socks.
Oh,
Dog.
okay.
Dog, it was crazy. Like, I want to go back to that, to be honest. Like, I'm not ready for the brain chip. None of the fuck. Like, give
No,
us time to
They
enjoy
gonna,
life.
they gonna do that shit.
Nah, they got to give us time to enjoy life. I feel, because what that brain chip is going to do, I don't think I'm ready for it. Because I'm not ready for what's going on right now. Like, I don't even watch sports because of the changes. Like, I miss the old sports. When you get hit. When Ray Lewis would play. When Ocho Cinco would play. Like, that's what I was into.
And also the music, bro. I feel like the
That's a
music
big
at that
factor.
era, it was golden. Now it's just generic and everybody sounds.
Yeah, it's just vibes.
It was an art back
yeah,
then.
it was
to
an
me.
art, literally, bro.
It's
Like
just vibes right now.
Right.
Selling vibes.
Feeling. Everybody
A
wanna
3-minute
feel.
vibe.
Everybody
F
wanna
that.
Feel.
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
An interlude.
What I'm trying to
We
tell
so
you.
lazy we don't even want to think no more, bro. It's crazy.
Right.
They can't, man.
It's crazy. Damn, is that? Damn, bro.
Nah, but
What a
like,
Remy. But like, and now you mentioned a part like, and I don't know what period that was when you went into jail. You said it was like middle school or high school.
Let's go after
I was after high school. It's 2013 specifically. 2012.
I've been 20, man. I've been getting locked up 2012, 11,
But he
10.
caught that time, that big time.
That
Oh,
big time
2012?
when they booked me was 20, 20 goddamn 12, yeah.
How did that affect the people? It was like the mom, the dad, like
People
the Haitian.
around
I
you,
know the
people
Haitian,
that love
especially the
you.
Haitian community. That's
that's the word.
Different one,
Yeah, it
yeah.
hits hard. It hits different.
I was like the main one helping my people. So
Right.
it was like now I went that kind of hurt me. Then not to mention I had my third
child.
child on the way. I got
okay.
I got 3 kids. Yeah,
Dang. By that time.
so, yeah. I had my third child. He was on the way. I actually my baby mama had him while I was in jail. So
Mentally, how did that like
shit
affect you?
fucked me up. All the money I made, the experience, I would have traded all that shit back just to be with my kids or just to see my son be birthed that one day. Cause it was like, bro, that shit was buzzing. It wasn't worth it.
Do you feel like that experience like created a different mindset in you?
Yeah, it's growth.
Right.
Learn from that shit. I mean, they them people got you stuck for fucking in a room like this. Yes, it's
crazy.
I always be like, I don't wish that shit on nobody, not my enemies. I don't think like any kind of beings was meant to be captive at all.
I agree. Like, I don't know the experience, but like I always like try to know what the people that been in there, what the experience is.
It feels like you want to take your head and just bash it through the wall. That's why people be killing themselves.
Right.
That shit
and it's
crazy.
and the code in there is different from what's in the regular world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's for like how you interact with people.
Yeah, it's a respect thing.
Right.
It's a respectful community because any given time it could be your life.
Exactly.
I could take your life, defending myself. Now I got life. Yeah. And I probably was going home like
in 2 years or
couple
something.
Years.
Yeah.
Know? So it's like you got a lot to think about. It's like you on eggshells.
Right.
You gotta worry about the police beating your ass, niggas plotting on you, niggas stealing your shit. Like you ain't got time for nothing. It's life.
Right.
It's life. It ain't just I gotta go to work and then I know these people ain't gonna come fuck with me. Somebody gonna fuck with you and then you gonna get into shit or you just gotta learn shit in there.
Right.
You gotta learn shit in there to survive in there. It's a respect thing.
And coming out, do you feel like that created like a, you know what, I know what I want to do and I know how to move to get to that.
You live through prison and you learn a system where you making money, you living comfortably, you ready to conquer any kind of form of civilization. That's how I feel.
Okay.
They could put you anywhere and you gonna figure it out because you a hustler, you grinding.
Right.
Trying to survive in prison, bro. Especially if you ain't got people out there taking care of you. I see people in there grinding, niggas learning how to connect little radios and doing little specs without no tools. Right. You got niggas in there crafting like all type of knives and shit.
Right,
like they doing all type
even
of creative
chefing
shit.
it up with the little noodles.
Yeah, that was me though. That was, hey.
He was a chef.
I was a chef. Boy.
Chef Krazy.
I go in job like to eat. Yeah, I like to eat. Cause you be so bored. I swear to God, you ever be bored, you just eat.
Right.
That shit crazy. I'm a different person in jail when it comes to food. Like, and then I got this sanitizer shit. I can't. Not anybody can prepare my food because you got real Vikings in jail. What I mean by Vikings, you got like dirty niggas.
Right.
And you can't be touching the food if you dirty. So I don't trust niggas like that. I got it. So
Let me cook up.
I done seen a nigga, man, like dig his nose and just
like it's normal.
What the fuck, nigga? You crazy? Like, no, you can have it, so I don't want it, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, crazy shit. Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man.
But we're gonna have to wrap up. Is there before? All right, like I said, you're talking to everybody right now. Everybody's gonna be watching this. So, what would be their advice? You feel me? From your journey in life, and you feel like what advice you would give to somebody that's probably on the same route as you, or feel me, that was you back then. You feel me? Not you now, but you back then. Like, what kind of advice you would give them? Like, okay, like streetwise.
Streetwise, keep it real with yourself, you know, and as long as you keep it real with yourself, I don't think like you could go wrong, you know, because you know this type of business is full of sharks, so you gotta look out for yourself.
All right,
Respectfully.
Respect. Thank you.
And build good relationships.
Facts.
I agree.
That's facts.
Build good
I thank y'all boys for coming through. I came
plug
through.
the Instagram real quick.
Please plug yourself in everything. Please plug yourself in everything.
No, they can follow me anywhere at Krazy K.
Yo.
That's crazy with a K.
Crazy man.
KRAZYK 305. Krazy K 305. IG, Twitter, everywhere.
And listen to the stories. That's
Listen
important.
To the stories. What it is. Cybertrap 2 on the way. Whole lot of visuals on the way. I'm excited about this project. That's pretty much it, man.
Critical, plug us in. Let
There's
us know.
no
Don't be behind the bar this time. Come in front. Let us know.
Oh, facts. There's
Yeah.
no sleep critical everywhere.
Yeah.
No sleep world is the gang. And shout out to all my little homies getting money. You feel me?
Shout out to everybody.
Make sure y'all do right with it. You feel me?
Right.
And blow that shit, man.
I agree.
What's your POV?
Appreciate you. And this is
Thank
legendary.
you. Hey, let me see.
This
Appreciate
is
y'all
legendary.
boys once again for having us now.
Definitely.
Let me know, because I want to put your song in front of the, like, towards the end of the
I would say BTS.
BTS or in the
behind the
video?
scenes. Yeah.
All right, I got you then.
Bro, legendary.
Legendary.
Again,
you feel me?
you saying thank you to us, but I'm saying thank you to you and you and
Appreciate
y'all
y'all.
Appreciate
too.
y'all boys for
we've
the
learned a lot.
opportunity. For real.
Cause like we gotta change something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We don't gotta change who we are, but we gotta change what's going on in our environment. I would say. You feel me? And you guys got the blueprint. And we hearing it right now, and I appreciate that a lot.
And we don't hesitate to give game to any little homies.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Cause when we win the game, they ain't want to give it to us.
Yeah, we gotta put that work in. But we here now.
We'll leave it as that. What's your POV? We're here.
Yo.
That's how I'm feeling.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to The Tonight Show. I'm Rick Light, your host, as always, and I am so thrilled tonight to bring to you No Sleep Critical.
Got G with me, low-key be sliding. Got one with me, low-key be sliding. Got Pit with me, low-key be sliding. War base, but you know we be vibing. Got G with me, low-key be sliding. Got one with me, low-key be sliding. Got Pit with me, low-key be sliding. War base, but you know we be vibing. Better not be no fuck shit. 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 My niggas will fuck up the function. Got things out in all discussion. TDG, but we also be bossing. This life ain't cover, we earned it. Better not be no bullshit, better not be no bullshit, better not be no bullshit, better not be no fuck shit. My niggas will fuck up the function. Got things out in all discussion. TDG, but we also be bossing. This life ain't couple, we earned it. Radio Goldman, what's play? QB, BDC's all what you saying. Living life on the ground, but I'm worldwide. Better take pictures, put my name in their mouth. When you living high, I'm living trying to figure how. How you slime like a bigger mile. Look, I got no time, no break. I'm trying to raise the stakes. I'm on my young boys, OT cashing out. MOGC just to work around.
You know a TM money always feel better now.
But I'd rather any process in slow drive. I'm a whiz in the lab, had to figure out. Need different sort of income, just a bit of power. Sweet most about 100 shit sweet. Still hustle like we incomplete. Never relax and always on go. Knowing tomorrow's not promised, stay ready for woe. Keep it on me at all times, I'm watching you approach. Seen so much through these eyes, I gotta stay woke. No sleep. Got G with me, low-key be sliding. Got one with me, low-key be sliding. Got Pit with me, low-key be sliding. War base, but you know we be vibing.
All the years fast like social timeless. P-gang gotta watch your surroundings. Nigga else quietly and keep grinding. All that fuck shit we in with some silence.
Better not be no fuck shit. 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 My niggas will fuck up the function. Got things out in all discussion. TDG, but we also be bossing. This life ain't cover, we earned it. Better not be no bullshit. 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 My niggas will fuck up the function. Got things out in all discussion. TDG, but we also be bossing. This life ain't cover, we earned it.
Better not, better not, better not, better not, better not, better not, oh, better not, 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 oh, fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit.
In my own lane, ain't got time for movies. All I wanna see the teens, spit 50s and 20s. Clutching on this 40, hit the iron, do the dash. Paying that respect, all I needed was the cash. In my own lane, ain't got time for movies. All I wanna see the teens, spit 50s and 20s. Clutching on this 40, hit the iron, do the dash. Paying that respect, all I needed was the cash. Got G with me, low-key be sliding. Got one with me, low-key be sliding. Got Pit with me, low-key be sliding. War base, but you know we be vibing. Got G with me, low-key be sliding. Got one with me, low-key be sliding. Got Pit with me, low-key be sliding. War base, but you know we be vibing. Better not be no fuck shit. Better not be no fuck shit. Better not be no fuck shit. Better not be